When we think about setting up an aquarium, the first image that comes to mind usually includes filters, water pumps, thermostats, and a lot of expensive equipment. But this idea is not a rule. There are species of fish that can live very well without water pump, as long as the environment is clean, stable, and well maintained. Some of these fish have special breathing mechanisms that allow them to capture oxygen directly from the air. Others have slower metabolism, which reduces the demand for dissolved oxygen in water. In addition, when you combine these species with a well-assembled aquarium, with natural plants and regular water changes, it is possible to maintain a balanced system even without electrical equipment. This does not mean neglecting maintenance. The absence of a pump requires increased attention to water quality. But for those looking for a simple, economical, and quiet aquarium, choosing the right fish makes all the difference. In today's video, you will meet 7 species that stand out. For their resistance, beauty, and ability to live well without a water pump, they are great options for beginners or for those who want to set up an uncomplicated aquarium without giving up the welfare of the fish. Let's go straight to the top of the list. 1. Betta, the solitary fish that breathes out of water. Betta is one of the most popular fish among beginners, and this is not by chance. It combines beauty, endurance, and an unusual feature. It can live in environments with little oxygenation. This happens thanks to an organ called a labyrinth, which allows the betta to breathe oxygen directly from the air. For this reason, it can live well even in aquariums without a water pump or filter, but this does not mean that it can be created in any container. Ideally, provide the betta with at least 5 to 10 liters of clean, chlorine-free water with a stable temperature between 75 degrees Fahrenheit and 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius, and 28 degrees Celsius. Keeping the environment warm and without oscillations helps to preserve your health and vitality. Another striking feature is their territorial behavior. Male bettas should not be put together, as they fight to the death. It is a fish that lives well alone, which makes it very easy to assemble an individual aquarium. In addition, the betta is available in dozens of color variations and tail types, which makes it a true piece of living decor. If you are looking for a beautiful, resistant, and easy to maintain fish, the betta is one of the best choices. 2. Kingweo, ornamental fish that tolerates low oxygenation. The kingweo, also known as goldfish, is one of the most popular species in the world and can live without a water pump as long as the aquarium is spacious and well maintained. Betta, it does not have the labyrinth organ, but its tolerance to low oxygen environments makes it viable in tanks without artificial oxygenation, especially if there are natural plants in the aquarium. The ideal is to keep a kingweo in aquariums with at least 40 liters per individual, with regular partial water changes to maintain water quality. It produces a lot of waste, so the smaller the filtration, the more frequent should be the maintenance. An interesting curiosity is that kingweos have a high life expectancy. With the right care, they can live more than 10 years. There are reports of specimens that have exceeded 20 years and well maintained. Aquariums, they are peaceful fish and can live in groups, which makes them great for those who want a community aquarium. But remember, although resistant, king needs space and attention to water cleanliness to live well without a pump. If you have space and like fish with curious behavior and classic appearance, the kingweo is an excellent option. 3. Platy, small, colorful, and easy to maintain. Platy is one of the most suitable fish for beginners, precisely because it is resistant and lives well in simple aquariums without water pump. With moderate metabolism and peaceful behavior, it adapts easily to different water conditions as long as there is no accumulation of dirt or sudden changes in temperature. With about 5 to 7 centimeters when adult, the platy needs at least 20 liters of water per trio, and it is ideal to keep small groups, since they are sociable fish. In addition, they coexist well with other peaceful species, such as Melanesias and swords. An interesting curiosity about the Platies is that they are ovoviviparous, i.e., the females give birth to olivons already formed. This means that if you have a couple, you are likely to see puppies appearing in the aquarium, which can be a fun experience for those just starting out. They feed easily on floating rations and accept vegetables. Well, as they are active and like to swim, natural plants help maintain water quality and offer hiding places. If you are looking for a beautiful, peaceful fish that lives well in simple aquariums, the platy is one of the best choices you can make. 4. Guppy, the fish that almost takes care of itself. The guppy is one of the easiest fish to keep in tanks without a pump. This is because it is extremely resistant, small, and adapts well to environments with low oxygenation, especially when there are natural plants in the aquarium. In addition, it has an efficient respiratory system and balanced metabolism, which makes it ideal for beginners or minimalist aquariums. With only 3 to 6 centimeters, the guppies live well in small groups. The ideal is to keep at least 1 trio, 1 male and 2 females, in aquariums of 20 liters or more. They are sociable and peaceful fish, being able to coexist with other quiet species such as platies and Corydoras. One of the great curiosities of the guppy is the almost infinite variety of colors and patterns. There are specimens with fan-shaped tails, metallic colors, or even prints that resemble snakes and leopards. Each individual seems unique. Like the Platies, the Guppies are also ovoviviparous and reproduce with ease. If there is no control, the aquarium can fill with puppies in a short time, which can be a challenge or a fun, depending on your goal. Easy to feed, beautiful and resistant. The Guppy is a classic that remains an excellent option for simple, pump-free aquariums. 5. Corydora, the background cleaner who breathes atmospheric air. Corydoras are bottom fish that stand out for their usefulness and resistance. They live well in aquariums without water pump, because, like the Bettas, they can breathe oxygen from the atmosphere thanks to a modification in the swimming bladder, which allows them to withstand low levels of dissolved oxygen. Small on average 5 centimeters. Peaceful and very active, Corydoras help in cleaning the bottom of the aquarium by consuming food scraps and organic waste. But beware, they do not replace maintenance or the filter. They only contribute to keep the environment cleaner between water changes. These cleaners like to live in a group. The ideal is to keep at least 4 or 5 together, in aquariums of 30 liters or more. They prefer thin substrate or sand, since they constantly scour the bottom with their sensory whiskers. Sharp stones or coarse gravel can hurt them. An interesting curiosity is that the Corydoras rise to the surface from time to time to breathe, even if the water is well oxygenated. This behavior is completely natural, if you want a peaceful, resistant fish that still helps to keep your aquarium clean. The Corydoras are an excellent choice for simple, pump-free aquariums. 6. Melanesia, the champion of adaptation. The Melanesia is one of the most adaptable species in aquaria. It can live in fresh water, brackish, or even slightly acidic, and tolerates well environments with low oxygenation, which makes it ideal for aquariums without a water pump. This does not mean that you do not benefit from a good filtration, but with regular partial exchanges and natural plants, it is possible to keep Melanesias healthy, even in simple systems. They are active, sociable, and peaceful fish that prefer to live in groups. For each trio, at least 30 liters of water is recommended. There are several varieties, such as Melanesia nigra, Damata, and Balo, all with unique visual characteristics. Like the Guppies and Platies, Melanesias are also ovoviviparous and reproduce. If the aquarium has females and males, be prepared to see puppies in a short time. An important tip: offering vegetables in the diet, such as lettuce or spinach leaves, helps to maintain the digestive health of these fish. An interesting curiosity is that the Melanesia can show a slight territorial behavior, especially males. Therefore, it is good to keep more females than males in the aquarium. For those looking for a versatile, beautiful, and quiet fish, the Melanesia is a choice that goes well with aquariums without pump. 7. Danio zebra, the tireless swimmer who lives well without filter. The Danio zebra is a small fish, agile and very resistant, ideal for simple aquariums without water pump. It survives well with natural oxygenation, especially in tanks with live plants and regular water changes. Its high tolerance to variations in temperature and water quality makes it a favorite for beginners, with about 4 to 6 centimeters in length. Danios live best in groups of at least 5 individuals. They are extremely active fish, always swimming in groups, close to the surface and the middle of the aquarium. Therefore, they need space to move, even if they do not require pumps. An aquarium of 40 liters or more is ideal. An interesting curiosity is that the Danio zebra is widely used in scientific research, including genetics, for its ability to regenerate tissues. In the aquarium, this translates into a strong fish, which recovers well from small injuries and adapts easily to new environments. They coexist well with other calm species, such as Corydoras, Platies, and Melanesias. They are omnivores and eat almost any diet or natural food. If you are looking for a small, lively, and sturdy fish, the Danio zebra is an excellent choice for simple and well-kept aquariums, even without pump. As we saw throughout the video, it is totally possible to set up a beautiful, functional, and healthy aquarium without using water pump. The key is to choose fish that adapt well to environments with low oxygenation and ensure a basic, but consistent routine of care. Species such as Betta, Guppy, Platy, Corydora, among others that we mentioned, are resistant and ideal for those who want to start in a simple way, without giving up the welfare of animals. Even without a pump, some care is essential. Partial water changes frequently, avoid overfeeding, maintain the proper temperature, and observe parameters such as pH and dirt accumulation. The use of natural plants is also a great ally, since they help in oxygenation and biological control of the aquarium. Setting up an aquarium without a pump can be an educational, economical, and very rewarding experience. It is an affordable way to enter the world of aquarism, ideal for those who seek tranquility and want to learn by observing the behavior of fish in everyday life. Do you already have or think about setting up an aquarium like this? Which of these fish would you raise? Leave your comment below and share your experience with us. If you liked the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips like this.